What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Hologram. I want to go over some of the data points, break it down on what is really moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Hologram is down 4.95%, $1.67 the low, $1.89 the high. So it is rather odd to see it going down today when every other Chinese stock is kind of moving higher today because of this. They had absolutely phenomenal data. So GDP came in better than anticipated, industrial production as well as retail sales both came in better than anticipated. So every Chinese stock is really rallying today. Hologram, you're not really getting that. So I feel like something is up. And today you're seeing rather low volume as well. So 14.8 million shares being traded, 28.9 is the average. You do see these occasional spikes, and that is always because of news. But again, I'm starting to become very iffy with Hologram. My last video, I was cautiously optimistic based on this, the fact that it was actually holding some level of gains, which was very abnormal for Hologram, but regrettably that was short-lived. So when it comes down to news, let's kind of talk on this for a second. So last couple news PRs that's been coming out has been so overly complex that no typical retail investor can understand it. And I challenge anyone here, without using ChatGPT or something, explain to me, what does all of this mean? And obviously they are using ChatGPT for this in general to kind of compile this, but it is so overly complex that it begs the question, why? So I think what happened is similar to maybe, let's say, not bad analogy possibly, but a drug addict. They got the first sense of, hey, the market actually reacts very, very positively to news. So that's exactly what happened December the 30th. So they kind of got addicted. Now they're doing these PR blitzes that are meaningless, but at the same time, they are prompting spikes up. Every time I've seen PR blitzes like this, that the company does have, for instance, notes or preferred shares, any convertible debt product, it usually results in some sort of orchestration. And what I mean by that is they artificially pump up the price, and during that time period, that is where dilution is occurring. I've already done a video all about the term, if you read the actual terms of the notes, the short-term 365-day notes, essentially it does prompt a push higher because of just the conversion price and everything. So it would really prompt this. And as well, if you're having multiple entities all doing the conversions at the same time. So I feel like all of this does seem very, very questionable. The fact that now, February the 7th, I started covering them. And yes, if they were to put out some substantial pieces of news, then yeah, you know what, the market could have definitely ran with that. But since then, they have not given any dollar values on what they plan on doing. But yet what they did is they issued another prospectus. So another 25 or 28 million, and then subtract fees, 25 million. So I am very, very cautious about just the overall integrity of this company itself. And honestly, in my opinion, I still do stand by my stance. I kind of stated a while back that there is going to be another reverse stock split. I originally forecasted Q1, but I think given everything, it might be probably early Q2 now. But I think ultimately the next step for Hologram is going to be regrettably another reverse stock split. They'll probably continue these PR blitzes until they finally do see that there isn't any kind of buyers or anything. So that might really cause a quick escalation going down. At the same time, if you look at this right here, options could have been also the demise of Hologram. So just 52,000 in calls, 7,000 in puts. 50% of all the options being done today are optimistic in nature. And in my opinion, I think those are solely shorts. Even though possibly this might not be all that accurate, any shorts getting in, they can easily hedge with call options, because if we look here, let's say for the ones expiring today, it is dirt cheap. Even moving over to February, it's $25 if you want to hedge at the $3 strike price, $48 at that too. So if someone was shorting a lot of obviously Hologram, you can hedge for pennies on the dollar. So I think that is ultimately what's happening. Right now, it does show shorts are really doubling down, increasing 968,000 shares. 15.09% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 3.09 million shares. Last time this has been this level of increase in one day, I think like a week or two later, we do find out that there has been excessive dilution occurring. So once again, I think all of this is very, very questionable. And at the same time, the market is rallying. There's absolutely no reason for people to really invest in hologram, risk their money when you can pretty much put it on absolutely anything out there. And for the most part, it's going higher. So I think hologram, the momentum has died. The risk versus reward is just down and in the dumps. And honestly, one of my biggest concerns about hologram was just the structure of their subsidiaries. Half of them being offshore, they can easily hide money if they really did want. And with it being a Chinese company, honestly, there's not really much a lot of people can do. So let me know your thoughts on hologram. Are you buying? Are you selling? Do you think that there is some validity to what I'm saying, or are you understanding this? Is it just myself that's kind of going over the head? Like, a couple PRs obviously got the grasp of exactly what they were trying to accomplish through that. But even this one that they just put out yesterday in the morning, that is just absolutely insane that they expect anyone to really gather what they're trying to accomplish through this PR, and why should anyone even care? So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing though, pop over to my Patreon. I do give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolute bangers. Even ones I put out yesterday for crypto have already went up some 480%, and many stocks as well. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With that said, appreciate all of you watching.